Nasa me dijo que cuidará mi camino. Ismael Rivera. How's everybody doing? Okay. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. I love you more. I gotta dance. The beat. The beat. The beat. Look, you gotta do something. How are you? Hi, J-Lo. Hi, Champ Nunez. J-Lo, Hexa, how are you doing? Okay, today, yes, how are you guys? Love all of you. Mwah! You know, make sure to donate. The super chat button, PayPal, YouTube. They don't know. There's a technical problem. But you know what? Like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. That way Uncle Fernando gets all the money and I don't have to share 1/3 of it with Google. So maybe it's supposed to be that way. I don't know. I'm just feel bad that you guys have to do extra hoops to donate to me. But, you know, my staff don't know. YouTube is trying to fix the problem. You know, it's the hate. They're sending hate. So we are going to just marshal through it. So today we're going to talk about the midheaven. The midheaven in the birth chart is the 10th house. Besides the ascendant, the 10th house, I charge $150 for a reading per the hour if I do tarot, and $350 for a birth chart, which covers 36 hours for the entire year. Okay? Pay in advance, and I will know who you are. www.paypal.me/thepeoplesastrologer. Go to the description box at the end of this video. The link is there. A lot of you don't look at the description. I have my websites and my phone number, my address, all my information. Okay? That way, I don't got to pause from during the session. So you can go right in and look at the information and just, you know, handle your business. Okay. So, the 10th house. Oh, I got my water. Sí, yo respiro. I am going to win. I already won. I am a winner. I'm a winner. I am a winner. And so are you. Water. I listen to you guys. I believe you guys. Hi, Latin Lord. Hi, Latin Land. How are you? Okay. Let me tell you. I got the midheaven in Cancer as well. So, guys, listen. I know some of you have expressed that doing live streaming is not good because a lot of people are interested in their own personal placements and they're not fully getting what I gotta say. If I do a pre-recording video, it might not upload. The issue is not with me. The issue is with YouTube. They don't know what's going on. So, you know, the devil is a liar. And I am a public figure. So I get a lot of hate and a lot of love, but I also get a lot of hate. What do I talk about? Don't I talk about the polarities? If I get love, I'm also going to get hate. That's just part of it. Okay. So let me start with Aries. Oh, yo estoy tratando de pedir para ti. Ismael Rivera, Puerto Rican. Again, esa isla, Dios mío. And this delicious cognac. Okay, Aries in the 10th house. If you have the midheaven, Aries in the 10th house, that means that you were born with a cardinal cross. That means that you have What do you have? You have Cancer on the ascendant. You have Capricorn on the 7th house. You have Aries in the 10th house. And you have the opposite of Aries, Libra in the 4th house. So you have a cardinal cross. So let me begin with the cardinal cross, beginning with the sign of Aries. If you have Aries, for those of you who have been charted by me, look at this video, because it helps, okay? All right. Oh, yo no soy para ti, yo no soy para ti, yo no soy para ti. Guys, come on. The beat, it just grabs me. Ooh. I'm going to try to download these videos. I'm going to send you selections because I want you to enjoy the feeling that I get when I be listening to this music. Aries is cardinal fire. Fire. When you have Aries in the 10th house, society, people, your bosses, your teachers, when they look at you, when they see you, they see either two conditions. When you have Aries in the 10th house, you appear to people to be arrogant, conceited, domineering, a bully, but very sexy, very sexual. You know, you appear invincible, invulnerable, with Aries in the 10th house. You come across like the alpha male that you are. If you're a woman, you appear like a big bad bitch on the block. Jenny from the block. Well, you know, if you're a man, if you're a woman with Aries on the midheaven, you come across confident, fearless, indomitable, beautiful, handsome, sexy, erotic. Fire! Fire! You have a lot of enemies. You got people that don't like you. They don't like your energy. Oh. Ooh. Okay? So when you have Aries in the midheaven, you assert, or according to society, they see you coming. They see a motherfucking bitch or motherfucking nigga coming in and just demanding, taking charge, doing your own thing. Don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion about you. I don't care if it's your boss, if it's your mother. You are invincible, invulnerable. And here's the problem. With Aries and the 10th house and the midheaven, you don't have much words. Your actions define what you are, who you are, and what you do. You could be reckless, especially if you're young, because you have to understand that if you are young, below age 30, the energy is that much more volatile, that much more, how can I put it, uncompromising. That's really the word out on the street, is that this motherfucker is uncompromising, unyielding, and determined to have his or her way. Aries and the midheaven, a cardinal cross. This cognac is so delicious. But I have my water, okay? Okay, so understand that when you have Aries and the midheaven, you are expected You are expected to accomplish great things and do it quickly, do it fast and in a hurry, with no pauses and no hesitations and no delays. But to have Aries in the midheaven in the 10th house can make you very insensitive to other people's feelings, to other people's emotions. But with Aries in the 10th house, you are seen as a doer, a leader, never a follower, and never anyone who backs down from a challenge. Aries in the 10th house. Oh my God. Terrifying position for Aries. It is the burning sun shining down upon all living beings and species and kingdoms on our planet. The Aries sun, unlike the Leo sun, can scorch the earth with its cauldron of fire. That fire is the inner passion that the person born with Aries in the midheaven exudes. He might not even, or she might not even be aware that they are coming across with this exuberant amount of fiery energy. And this fiery energy comes across as extreme confidence. Let me tell you, when you have Aries in the 10th house from the midheaven, you are here to take charge and take care of the bigger picture. Aries on the midheaven, the weakness is that you don't like details. You don't like details. You overlook details. Details, and what do they say? What do they say? The devil is in the details. And this is where Aries falters. With Aries, not to see you again, baby. With Aries, with Felix, you too. With Aries in the 10th house, you don't think first. You act and then you think. With Aries in the 10th house, if you are in business, let me tell you, you gotta be the boss. You gotta be in charge. If you're not in charge and you're not the boss, oh Lord have mercy. That beat is Ismael Rivera. De allá quiere vacilar. Y ahora la negrita pa' acá. Conmigo ya no quiere cumbanchar. Understand that with Aries and the midheaven, you don't have time or room for patience. Aries, and I have said this in my other videos, that Aries becomes better and more seasoned as they get older. Remember, Aries is the baby. The baby. So, Aries in the 10th house in the midheaven is not going to be psychologically in awareness that he's coming across, or she coming across in an abrasive manner, in a manner that can rub people the wrong way. But, unfortunately, that's a casualty, because Aries in the 10th house can make you a fucking doer, and you get shit done. And this is the jealousy and the envy that people may have with people with Cancer on the ascendant, because if you have Cancer rising, you have Aries in the 10th house. The beat. With Cancer rising, you come across nice and gentle. But remember, Cancer on the ascendant is a lot different than when it's on the midheaven. I was born with Cancer on the midheaven, but I'm going to discuss that in due time. With Aries on the midheaven, there's a tremendous affinity and attraction towards young people, young energy. Children love Aries. The man or the woman. Oh, that beat. Oh, God. It possessed me. Fast music, exciting music. That's Aries and Leo and Sagittarius. The fire energy. The cardinal fire of Aries. Salute to you, Aries. So people will see you as some arrogant, nasty, unapproachable. At most, the Aries midheaven can make you unapproachable and reckless. At best, it can make you warm, bubbly. It can make you yielding and cooperative. Unfortunately, it's not long lasting because Aries is such a sign, yes, me, that requires movement. Hey, Aries is movement. It's movement of thought and movement of feeling. So this is the connection between Cancer and Aries. When you have Cancer rising, you have Aries on the midheaven. That is a cardinal square. You got cardinal fire squaring cardinal water. So understand, when you have a cardinal square, because you're born with a cardinal cross, you are here to be a mover and a shaker. No doubt. No doubt. Now, there are certain birth charts where you might not have this configuration. You might have a cardinal sign leading, but with a mutable cross. It's very rare, but it does happen. We call this intercepted signs and intercepted houses. Here, the birth chart becomes a lot more complex. I haven't met many people. When I was younger, I did come across birth charts where the cardinal cross was offset by a mutable or a fixed sign on the ascendant. It depends on the system of division of houses that you use. Campanus, Placidus, Trigonometris, or equal house division. It depends on the mathematical calculation that you use to calculate the houses. I personally use the Placidus or the Trigonometris or the Campanus. These are very, very difficult calculations to calculate the ascendant and the 10th house. But the one that I like and that I use and that's very popular in the West is the Placidus. Equal house system I don't use. Not very good. I use the Campanus or the Placidus house calculation systems. And they reap the best results. But when you have Cancer, a very powerful cardinal sign, active water, movable water, along with the fiery energy of Aries, you have a personality that's no nonsense, no bullshit, and can be quite difficult to handle or deal or even yet get to know. There's a lot going on when you have Aries on the ascendant. The best use of Aries in the 10th house is to funnel that energy towards business, self-employment, and entrepreneurial pursuits. Aries on the midheaven. So understand the power, the innate intrinsic power that's embedded in the midheaven of Aries. Now, let's flip it. Let's flip it. Libra. If you have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Now let's flip it. Let's put Libra in the 10th house. If you have Libra in the 10th house, then that means that you have Capricorn and the ascendant. Again, we have a cardinal square, air squaring earth. This is a cardinal square. So, when you have Libra in the 10th house, you have a person who's fair-minded, balanced in their judgment, in their thinking, and in their deliberation. Very cool, very clinical, very calculating. There is no room, there's no consideration even concerning emotional intelligence or emotional insight. With Libra in the midheaven, boom, kitty boom, ay, kitty boom, mandinga, kitty boom, mandinga, kitty boom, mandinga. It grabs me, I can't help it. It just grabs me, and I just, it takes over me. These archons, my archons, they love this kind of music. They love the fact that they enjoy the Latin culture. And I do too. I keep telling you guys, when I come back, I gotta come back Latin again. It is an exciting culture. Okay, let me tell you. With Libra in the 10th house, you are here to be an arbitrator. An arbitrator and a mediator to weigh the pros and cons. It's an excellent position if you are a judge, if you are a lawyer, if you are in diplomacy and municipal and governmental politics. You can be the consummate counselor, spokesperson, statesman. You are seen by society to be kitty boom, kitty boom, kitty boom, kitty boom. It grabs that thing up. When you have Libra in the 10th house, there is a coolness to your demeanor. There is a steadfastness to your comportment, to your behavior. It's not emotional. It's impartial. It's even what we call bipartisan. With Libra in the mid-house, there's great execution of power and deliberation of knowledge and thought, and that is applied and useful. The problem is that with that kind of deliberation, something tends to get lost in the source. And what gets lost in the source when it comes to Libra at the midheaven is that there is a lack of emotional consideration. But this fits perfectly with Capricorn and the ascendant. With Capricorn and the ascendant, the devil. Things are black and white with Capricorn, the devil. Emotional love, emotional consideration, or even emotional regard is non-existent with Capricorn and the ascendant. This is not to say that these people, regardless of what sun sign they are, don't have the capacity to feel. They have the capacity to feel and to execute. But in practical, professional matters, mundane matters, the emotions are going to take a second seat. This is true of Libra as a sun sign or moon sign, and it's also true of Capricorn and the ascendant, because to have Capricorn and the ascendant, you have to have Libra at the midheaven. And to have Libra at the midheaven means that there's going to be a level of emotional detachment, a certain level of emotional aloofness that won't allow any kind of emotional consideration to go into the equation. And this is especially when we're dealing with the workforce. Remember, the 10th house rules the career, the work, the profession, the white collar. But at the same time, the 10th house, which is the midheaven, it's another term for the midheaven, also deals with the parents. The 10th house rules the father experience. The 4th house, which is Cancer, rules the mother experience. And in our Western culture, traditionally, we are taught and trained and conditioned that in the career and in the workforce, it's all about the logic of getting the task done. And that emotion should not configure in the equation. This is no more true than in the cardinal sign of Libra, especially in the 10th house. Libra, and this is the paradox about cardinal Libra. Libra is very impartial. It's very bipartisan. And it's not really concerned with the emotional vicissitudes of anybody, especially in the workplace, in the work setting. Now, the 6th house is the house of Virgo that deals with blue collar work. The 10th house, a Capricorn house, a fellow earth sign, deals with white collar work and managerial and executive abilities. This is a fantastic position for cardinal air, a Libra, which is only concerned, its only concern is the execution, the dispensing and dissemination of intellectually based outcomes. No emotion goes into the equation. It is not of concern to Libra. One of my big beefs and peeves concerning Libra. Now, and Libra does us a very good favor when it comes to the push. When the push gets to be a shove, here we call upon the cardinal air sign of Libra to weigh things in a balanced fashion that produces a beauty of harmony. But that beauty of harmony that's offered by Libra in the 10th house will not award any kind of emotional recompensation or compensation or even feedback. This doesn't configure in the equation when you are born with Capricorn and the ascendant. Remember, Capricorn is the devil, and the devil is not concerned about you or your feelings. The devil has the whip, whoosh, whoosh, and you gotta toe the line. You gotta take care of your emotions however way you can. Take them and shove them up your ass if you have to. Capricorn ain't gonna care. And with Libra at the midheaven, if you're an emotional person, forget it. You will not be the favorite among these people. Cardinal Libra at the midheaven. It has to be nuts and bolts. Dot your I's and cross your Q's. And God forbid that the emotions get involved, because that is not Libra's forte. Libra is a dissector. And in the dissection, they come with the holy grail that's required to execute movement. Because you have to understand that the cardinal signs are about movement, either psychologically or physically. When it comes to Aries at the midheaven, It is about physical movement. But when you're dealing with the opposite polarity, which is Libra, it is about mental movement. And that's a stark difference. And this is very, very, very important and very in keeping with Capricorn and the ascendant, which moves methodically and gingerly towards its goal. Analyzing and psychoanalyzing and even backtracking. The modality, the functional modality of Capricorn and the ascendant, it comes from the 10th house apex of Libra in the 10th house, which actually measures the calculated steps of Capricorn or those born with Capricorn and the ascendant. And the emotions is like throwing a monkey foot or a wrench into the equation. And it's not handled quite well. This is Cardinal Libra in the 10th house. Gente negra. Ismael Rivera. For those of you who are lying, you all know what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, let's move the spoke to Cancer. For those of you who have Cancer and the 10th house, I was born with Cancer in the 10th house, which means that I have Libra and the ascendant. Now, Cancer and the 10th house makes you a nurturer. If you have Cancer on the midheaven, that means that you are perceived by society to be loving, caring, giving, but more importantly, emotional. I mean, you guys, look at me, guys. I'm very emotional, but I'm also very loving and very giving. I see all of my 33.2 subscribers as my babies, as my children, and I protect you and I nurture you. And I ain't gonna let nobody fuck with none of you. I'm the mother hen, Uncle Fernando. This is Cancer on the midheaven. I'm seen as a nurturer, a giver, a caring individual that wants to help and bestow love. Cancer is a feminine sign. It rules women. So men and women who are born with Cancer at the midheaven can be very feminine in their psychological orientation. Which means that we're not here to fight. We're here to love and to nurture. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And this is also true of Libra and the ascendant. With Libra and the ascendant, my job is to be a people pleaser. To kiss your ass and wipe your ass with my hands on my face. That's the lower expression of Cancer. Cancer at the 10th house or at the midheaven can make you a doormat and can make you kind of like a sucker if you're, or that's how you are seen though. That's how you are perceived. Someone that can be taken advantage of and be stepped on and misused and abused. But the person born with Cancer in the 10th house, with Libra on the ascendant like myself, are intellectually aware of that possibility. With Cancer at the midheaven, you are perceived by society to be a nurturer, a giver, a people pleaser. But isn't that true of Libra? Libra is also perceived the same way. So to have Libra on the ascendant means that you have Cancer at the midheaven. Again, it still supports the cardinal cross with Aries and the descendant and Capricorn at the 4th house. So when you have Cancer at the midheaven, it is a possibility that you could be badly mistreated, used, manipulated, and be seen as a sucker, a wimp, a pussy. But you could be very loving and very giving. Cancer at the midheaven can make, I'm stretching here, can make you very lovable, a nature boy or a nature gal, where your only concern is to be of service to others and give of yourself unconditionally and ceaselessly, even if it means being used and abused and manipulated. Okay? Cancer in the 10th house can make you a very good businessman. Don't forget, Cancer is a fantastic moneymaker. Oh my God. Fantastic moneymaker. A business mogul. So, Cancer in the midheaven makes you a fucking business motherfucking mogul. You have that ability because you know the trend of money and you can follow patterns. Just like Libra on the ascendant, it's all about patterns and pattern making. Right? And success, if you have Cancer at the midheaven, will come, but it will come much later in life because Cancer is a very passive aggressive sign. But so is Libra, especially under ascendant with Cancer in the 10th house. So when you have that placement, the best professions for Cancer at the midheaven is to be a social worker, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a life coach, a teacher, a nurse, especially if you deal with ICU or neonatal, OBGYN, chiropractor, the hotel and travel business, or you could have a home-based business. Because with Cancer at the midheaven, you can have a home-based business. And the Libra on the ascendant works very well in this position, even though we're dealing with a water, air, cardinal square. Understand that the square is a very important aspect because it causes movement, it causes friction. So when you have a cardinal square like Cancer and Libra, it's about water and air. Water and air don't mix, but we do have water and moisture in our atmosphere. When we breathe oxygen, breathe the atmosphere, it doesn't burn our nose because we have moisture in the air. It's called humidity or relative humidity. So there is a functional modality between the two cardinal signs. And when you have them enmeshed together, it causes and generates a certain warmth. It's a warmth that's generated. And that warmth that's generated is what can make these people glow with a special magic. People born with Cancer at the midheaven with Libra and the ascendant, they have this aura. Oh, the beat. Cancer, cardinal water at the midheaven. You are seen as someone who's a nurturer, a giver, maybe too much of a giver. And that in itself can cause problems because you could be used and abused and mistreated. There's an emotional sensitivity about you that is easily visible to the naked eye or to the casual observer. You might even be round-faced or lunar in your countenance. Cancer at the midheaven. Now, let's flip the wheel and talk about Capricorn, the devil. Okay? The devil. To have Capricorn at the 10th house, that means that you have Aries on the ascendant. So to have Aries on the ascendant, which is arrogant, ruthless, mean, have no regard for people's feelings, no regard for people's emotions, and just bulldoze through people, bulldoze through situations, and get things done by force. It's very in keeping with the devil at the midheaven, with Capricorn on the ascendant. There is invincibility. There is invulnerability with Capricorn at the midheaven. Your entire reason for existing, for being, is to succeed at all costs, and not listen to anybody, not pay the heed to caution or discretion, and just march forward. Full speed ahead. The devil doesn't need assurance. The devil doesn't need reassurance. The devil is the devil. No one can trump the devil except for the Almighty God. But this world was given by God to the devil, for the devil to do whatever the fuck he wants, and to do whatever the fuck he wants with us, nature, and all of the cosmos. Saturn is no joke. Saturn is no joke. And neither is Capricorn. And the ruthless executability of Capricorn is accomplished by Aries on the ascendant. So to have Aries on the ascendant rising is in cahoots with the devil, however means necessary. And Aries on the ascendant is murderous. But then again, how could it not be when you have the midheaven being capitalized and by the devil? So Capricorn on the midheaven guarantees almost immediately, but not really. Because with Capricorn at the midheaven, success will come. Oh, please, no doubt. No doubt. Success will come, but it will come late in life. After much sweat and brow and so much obstacles, oppositions, and adversity, because you got the baby on the ascendant. And people see Aries coming, and what do? They want to stop him, they want to stop her, or they want to destroy them. Because with Aries on the ascendant and Capricorn at the midheaven, that combo, square, there's no way that you're not going to win. There's no way that you're not going to succeed. The problem is the casualties that will be left behind by the time you get to the top. Do you know how many fucking skeletons are going to be underneath your feet? And you're going to have to live with that, bitch. Capricorn and the ascendant is a sure bet to great success, financial security. But trust me when I tell you that you are going to pay the price for that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the cardinal crosses. We are going to continue with the fixed and the mutable crosses. I hope you all liked it.